Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. This is the PWCC Weekly recap of the auction number 74 that ended last night. We're going to look at the top 96 cards that sold, sorted 96 through 1. We're going to talk through it. We're going to look at some comps on the card ladder. We're going to make some prognostications and some observations based on past historical sales data. But it's an even bigger day for the Cajun Cardboard channel. You're going to get this video before lunch. Hopefully I can get this out before lunch. You're also going to get a new Beat the Box series where I dig into some 1989 Fleer basketball and we see if I can pull the cards, grade the cards, and make some money and beat the value of the box. No spoiler alerts there. This whole week you're going to get a different episode each day, Monday through Thursday. If you don't know what that Beat the Box series is, get your mind out of the gutter, first of all. That's not what it's about. It's about actually opening basketball cards. But go check out the playlist on my channel called Beat the Box, and you'll see what that was about. We tried it with 88 Fleer. It failed miserably. Will I have better luck with 89 Fleer? We'll see. But most importantly tonight is actually a big announcement. I have finally affiliated with PWCC, so I will start making a little bit of money for hitting record and yelling at this computer screen 8 to 10 times a week. Yes, 10 times a week sometimes. This week you're going to get like 12 videos. I know that's nuts and I know that's unusual, but I've never tried to fit in the box. I do things a little bit differently. Consistency and quality. That's what you're going to get on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. So please, I highly suggest you stay tuned, hit the bell icon for notifications, subscribe if you're not one of my 3,084 subscribers. Become one. It's free. And you might like some of the stuff that I have to say, and you might learn something. I know I learn something every time I open my browser and start to record one of these videos. So that episode airs tonight at 6. I'm just giving you a breakdown of what that new partnership affiliation will look like, what will change, what won't change. I'll be honest with you, a lot of stuff will not change at all. My transparency, my truth, my honesty, calling out the pros and the cons, and just kind of highlighting some of the best assets of this PWCC platform that I use to grow my collection and my investments. So anyway, let's get cranking. This is it. PWCC Weekly number 74. Here we go. Bottom row, we've got a Bill Russell, a Kareem, and a Kareem. I'm going to move a little quicker than normal. We do have a bunch of these pulled up in card ladder, including this BGS 10 Giannis that sold last night for $1,440. There's the card right there. BGS 10. Obviously, it's got 3 10s. If it had 4, it'd be a black label. But the BGS 10 base, this is weird, okay? So stay with me. The card's actually up over the last 6 months, which seems odd for a base Prism card. It's PSA, it's a BGS Pop 256 in a BGS 10, and I do own one of these cards still, but this is the base, so 256 is a lot for a BGS 10. It's up 6.67%, but since April, it's way, way, way down, so I don't know if this was... every single one of these BGS 10s is going to have 3 subs of 10 and 1 9.5. It sold for $2,400 2 months ago. This one sells for $1,400, so a $1,000 drop over the last 2.5 months, but up over the last 6 months. That just seems really odd to me. The Shaq Noise Boys BGS 9.5, beautiful card right there. Also own a copy of this card. I think mine's a PSA 10, but this is a quad gem, one of the best inserts of the 90s. Anybody who puts together a top 25 inserts from the 90s list has to put Noise Boys in there. You could argue top 15, top 10, whatever. I don't want to get into that. That sounds like a topic for another Cajun Cardboard video. An 8.5 Jordan sticker does $1,440. A Jambalaya LeBron 2004 second year SGC 7, strange choice, does $1,470. The PSA 9 base, which is super off center left to right, does $1,470. A Bird Magic PSA 7 with a PWCC 30% above average sticker does $1,470 as well. A really cool looking, again, this is one of those products that I think is just lurking right beneath the surface, and it's the impeccable. It's cool. It's got a lot of the immaculate slash flawless slash national treasure type characteristics, but it's just nowhere near on the same level value-wise. And this is a great looking card of a super hot player, Jamal Murray, Patch autograph, 2-color patch, 3 breaks, black signature, which is unusual. I don't know if that's sought after or not. Usually you see the blue, but it is a 9.5 Min Gem, serial number to 10. Pop 3 sells for only $1,500. That just seems way too low. That seems like it's way too low, especially compared to the card next to it. It's just a 1/1 black shimmer Klay Thompson that does $1,530. And then this is actually a Russell Westbrook rookie autograph 1/1 masterpiece that sells for only $1,560. And how cool is that action photo right there of Russell Westbrook? The Jordan Crunch and Munch, I don't know what happened. I don't know how I missed this. I've got it pulled up in Card Ladder. I need this for my set, and I let it get away. I don't know if I wasn't aggressive enough, but let's look at the price together. This is the 1985 Star Crunch and Munch Jordan. I'm collecting the set in 8.5. And it jumped a little from $1,400 to $1,590, but not really up. I mean, if you go back all the way to November of 2022, it's been about the same. You can see some of these star cards, even in a BGS 8.5, which is not a rare grade. It's not a tough grade. It's about the average. Is up 60%. This card was selling for $1,000 about 2 years ago, and last night it sold for about $1,590. So up 59%. Again, some serious undulations depending on the subgrades, but that card's moving in the right direction. I need to get mine before it moves too much. Interlake Jordan, $1,650 for this PSA 6. Let's look up the one of Shaq's best rookie cards. Is 1992 Upper Deck number 1 PSA 10. This card sold for $1,680. Here we are right here. That's what it sold for last night in PWCC Weekly number 74. It's a little bit down over the last 6 months in a downward market. The card's held steady. It's only up about $338. Real tough to grade with all the black everywhere on the corners and the edges. $1,680, about as flat as it gets over the last 6 months for that Shaq rookie card. We got a Steph 1/1. PSA 8 sells for $1,710. A Jordan Las Estrellas de la NBA PSA 7, card number 11. Does 1,700. I can't say 1,710 in Spanish because I forgot the big numbers. But I do know 11 and 7. But this one sells for 1,710. Pretty cool looking Michael Jordan card right there. Presumably from Spain, Spanish sticker, I'm guessing. I don't know. But a triple. This is an NBA certified. So your first raw card that we're going to see, it's the 2004 SP Authentics Fabrics, serial number to 25, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Pretty cool card there, only 1,740. The color match Zion, Porn Star, Quad Gem sells for 1,770. Lot of Zion. I've got to tie my shoe while I'm doing a video. That's how OCD I am. Sorry, bear with me. A lot of Zion trade talks out here, like talking about Charlotte, would they trade the number 2 or some kind of package around that and pair Zion with LaMelo? That would be must-see TV if they were on the court together. Nikola Jokic gold. The Zion goes for $1,770. I think in 2020 that card sold for $800 billion. 1,770 today. I don't know what that percentage drop is. The gold 1/1 Jokic serial number to 10. This is card number 1 out of 10 for you math nerds out there. 1,830. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar PSA 6 sells for $1,830. A Bird exquisite number pieces, numbered to 33. That's why it's called number pieces. Those were serial numbered to the player's jersey. So Bird's a /33. Does 1,860. Another Interlake. This one with an E exceptional sticker does $1,890. So what is the sticker worth? This was a 6 with no sticker, $1,650. $1,890. So only about a 240 difference. Usually the difference between those is much greater, but I'm of the opinion that the lower you get in the grade, the less the sticker matters. Does that make sense? Like if this was a PSA 9 with an E sticker, the margin between the PSA 9 E sticker and the PSA 9 no E sticker would be much, much greater. But as you get down lower in grades, I think people use the eye test and they're buying lower value cards. So there's just not as big a disparity. Tiger Stripe Zion PSA 9 does $1,980. We've got an Embiid Flawless Patch Auto, a Durant Auto. And then let's look up this Oscar Robertson. Did I look up the Oscar? I did. Let's look up the Oscar PSA 5E, right? The Durant and the Embiid sell for right at $2,000. Rookie card for Durant, not a rookie card for Embiid. Second year for Embiid. Is that right? Second? No, third. Second? I can't remember. I think it's third. The Oscar Robertson 61 Fleer rookie card here. That is a good, clean looking copy. It's got an E sticker. So the E is the best of the 3 stickers. It's exceptional. It's the top I'm sorry, the S is the superior. The E is the middle sticker. It's the 15% sticker. Very exceptional. 2070 for that Oscar. I think I've got him pulled up. There he is. And that's what the sticker means, folks. And you can see up 68.29% from January 1 of this year. Just, about 5 months and 15 days, something like that. A humongous margin there for that sticker, right? Really matters on some of this vintage stuff. LeBron BGS 9.5 may or may not have subgrades on the back. Don't care enough to look. 2130. Good Lord, 2130. I remember when these cards were selling for almost 5 figures. Maybe they were selling for 5 figures. I'd have to go research it. Jason Kidd and Marcus Williams. A lot of people don't remember Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams is a good little player, I believe, out of the University of North Carolina. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong on that. Where did Marcus Williams play? It's going to bother me. Hang on. I'm sorry. Hang on, I got to do this. This is just how nerdy I am. I want to make sure I get this right. Am I wrong on that? Oh, gosh. I don't know which Marcus Williams that was. Let's see. This one played at UConn. I think I am thinking of Marcus Williams. UConn. Which one was this? I don't know which one I looked up. The other Marcus Williams played at Arizona. So either way, I was wrong. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Anyway, dual logo man, auto, Jason Kidd. I wonder if it would be worth more without Marcus Williams on there. Probably. I don't know. More is not always better. PSA 8 Doc does $22.50. Kobe Ultimate Signatures from 2003 does $23.10. That's a PSA 9 with a 10 for the auto. Huge ass LeBron patch, 3-color patch. Pretty cool looking card here. From 2019 Immaculate does $23.40. Trae Young with a real bad autograph. I call it like I see it. I'm sorry, that's a really bad, and I'm not an autograph collector, but I know enough to know that's not good. And that's why I got an 8 for the autograph. 2,400 for that one. Flawless Bird, serial number to 5. It is, God, what a picturesque jump shot. Not exactly the way I would teach my kid to shoot it, but man, the release was high as hell. Sort of Dirk Nowitzki-esque. I guess Dirk is sort of Bird-esque is what we should say, but this is a PSA 8, 10 for the auto, cool patch from a great product, 2017 Flawless, 2,400. SGC4 Wilt does 2,400. Blue Anthony Edwards Color Match does 2,520. Those are, of course, serial number to 199. Another Jordan oddball card. This is the 1991 Sports Educational Hand Cut PSA 10. It does 2,520. That won't be the last Jordan oddball that we get to. And the next one I will not be able to pronounce. SGC 4.5 Wilt does 2,520. So outsells the SGC 4. Man, I don't know. This SGC, the color looks much better. The centering actually looks a little better. I think that's interesting. This BVG 4.5 does not look better than this SGC. Correct me if I'm wrong. What do you guys think on those two cards? Am I crazy? Interesting. Gold PSA 10, DeJounte Murray. Completely forgotten. Literally, he has been completely off the radar, completely forgotten about, toiling down there in Atlanta. Didn't have a bad year. It's just a weird fit. When the trade was announced, where from the Spurs to the Hawks, we thought it was going to be an odd fit. Like, who's your point guard? Is he just trying to cover up the defensive deficiencies of Trae Young? How's it going to work? Well, it didn't work. But I don't know if it had a lot to do with DeJounte as it did with Trae Young just being a very difficult player to play with and to hide on the defensive end. Here's an Oscar Robertson 7 that does $26.40. Let's look up the Giannis 2013 Select Silver. I think I've got that one pulled up, don't I? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Up from the last two sales, well, $28.80, $27.60, $28.80. So about even over the last month. Significantly down over the last year. Not a surprise there. It's only a pop 90 card for that Silver Select PSA 10. We've got a Kawhi Leonard rookie serial number 25 auto. PSA 10 does $28.80. It is a Immaculate Collection Cam Reddish, the guy who is trying to set the record for the most teams played for before the age of 25 in the NBA. This is a one-of-one logo man masterpiece, immaculate, good-looking card. What the hell is up with the autograph? I don't know. There's a reason it wasn't graded. That's awful. $3,000 for that card. We've got a Bird Magic PSA 8, $31.20. A LaMelo Kaboom rookie card does $3,240. Flawless, not an autograph, just a flawless patch. Luka Doncic rookie year patch, serial number to 10, BGS 9.5, minimum gem does $32.40. We've got the Anthony Davis pulled up. 2012 National Treasures Quad Gem. They were serial number to 199 and they were horizontal. Just deal with it. I've got it pulled up. I don't have it pulled up. I lied to you. Sorry. 3,240 for that Anthony Davis card. Jason Tatum, serial numbered 1 out of 25. This is his Crown Royale Silhouette Prime. 3,360 for that BGS 9.5 Gem Plus. Good looking card there. If you look between his legs, I should not have said that. That sounded bad. But if you look just inside of his left calf, let's say it that way. Better choice of words. You can see some green in that patch too. So it's a 2-color patch there, although most of it seems to be white. 2015 Silver Prism Jokic. This is the one, right? This is the Jokic go-to rookie card for most new collectors or most new Jokic collectors. There's only 143 out there. If we check out the pop reports, a 27% gem rate, not the end of the world. Between PSA and BGS, you're looking at about 320, 330 combined gems, something like that. This PSA 10's been on the move. We knew it would be over the last 6 months as Jokic made his reign of terror throughout the NBA with his chubby sloppiness and slithering up and down the court, diming people to pieces and scoring at will as he slathers his flabby arms into people's faces and finishes. There's been a lot of talk about where Jokic belongs, over, in the grand scheme of things. If he gets hit by a bus tomorrow, is he a top 15 player? Is he a top 20 player? Is he a top 30 player? Where do you have him? I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I have not given it much thought, but just having back-to-back MVPs, then getting robbed of what should have been an MVP this year, that would have been 3 in a row, which would have probably put him in the 18 to 25 range for me. Again, we assume he will ascend further on the hierarchical ranking of historical greatness, but just if he disappeared tomorrow and decided to go breed horses like Darko Milicic did, in his home country, where would he rank if he just killed it right now? Just shut it down right now, which is not out of the question because I think he likes a lot of things outside of basketball. 3,360 for this one, down from the last 2, but again, over the last 6 months, up 40%. It's interesting. Where is Jokic right now? Okay. For instance, is Jokic ahead of or behind Giannis? And if so, if he's behind, why is he behind? If he's ahead, why is he ahead? I mean, I think it's a great question. This guy weighs 77 pounds, soaking wet, holding a 45-pound dumbbell. 3,360 for this Art Williams. PSA 10 Pop 1, they're back. That's going to be the name of this thumbnail. These crazy low pop, high grade vintage cards are back, and wait until you get to the top 3. It gets crazy. Black 101, John Morant, gun toting, rootin' tootin' shooting John Morant, 3,480. 25 game suspension. I can't imagine his cards aren't going to drop a little bit more as that kind of sinks in and settles in. The Jokic Red Wave. This is a really low pop card. Serial number to 350, 3480 in a PSA 10. A Steph Flawless Auto 3480. Same crunch and munch we saw before. This one sells for double. BGS 9 is a very high grade for a star card. Very, very high grade. Very tough to get. So this Jordan BGS 9 crunch and munch does 3480. Dual Logo Man Auto with another very obscure Steve Novak, right? So Steve Novak, for those of you who don't remember, a little bit of an NBA journeyman, but was a super sharp shooter, I think, for the Rockets for a little bit of time there. Wasn't the most stout defender in the world or the most physical rebounder, but he was tall as hell, and he shot the piss out of it. And I'm sure he got a lot of open looks with Tracy McGrady on the floor with him, and Yao Ming for that matter. This is a one-of-one Logo Man Masterpiece Dual 3840. Kevin Garnett, exquisite limited logos. BGS 9 does 3840. Trae Young, flawless rookie auto, serial number to 15. Really cool looking patch here. I will say this. It doesn't match the color of the jersey that's on, I don't think it does, that's on the front of the card. And I wonder if that bothers people. I don't think that would bother me, but some of these Hawks, especially Trae Young, Hawks RPAs have some really cool, I love that vibrant, bright, almost highlighter color yellow on some of those, especially when there's a black in the highlighter color and then the red. It just looks really good. My boys, right? Anytime there's 86 Fleer, we got to look at least one or two of them up. Let's look up the Mullen. Here's the deal. Mullen is a Hall of Famer, top 75 player of all time, 1992 Dream Team member, All-NBA ad nauseum, one of the greatest shooters of all time, one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. And then there's Alvin Adams, and they sold for the same price. And this is a factor of one of them being about 30 or 40 lower in pop. And that's all, about 20 or 30 lower in pop. The Chris Mullin 1986 Fleer sold for $39.60, and that card is only a pop 109. You want the gem rate? Okay, it's 2%. There you go. Up. All right, starting to move. Look at the last 2 years. Cards are resetting. Cards are finding the floor. Cards are down, right? Well, not the Chris Mullin. Chris Mullin is up 102% right here. I sold mine somewhere in here. Where did I sell mine? Somewhere in May of 2022. So I probably sold it right here. So it's up from where I sold mine, that's for sure. Moving along, Alvin Adams does $39.60, same exact price as the Chris Mullin. We don't get to see Alvin Adams shorts, but they probably look like Chris Mullin's underwear over there on the right as well. A BGS 9.5 last 11 Rookie of the Year. Jordan sells for $39.60. Jalen Green, the king of Houston, sells for $4,200. Let's see where Houston goes in this draft. Let's see if they stick it out with Jalen Green and Kevin Porter together. Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They draft in a very precarious spot where they could pull in a player that plays either one of their positions, to be quite honest with you, depending on how the draft goes. Magic Johnson with the PWCC A top 30% sticker does $4,200. A Doncic patch auto rookie card from National Treasures. It's the clutch factor, so it's not his true RPA or anything like that. It does $4,320. Klay Thompson, true RPA, BGS 9. Is Klay Thompson a better player historically than Anthony Davis? Yes, I realize he has a bunch of rings, but is he better? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I would need to go to Basketball Reference and do some comparing. Very different players, different positions, different scenarios, different situations. But Klay drastically outsold a gem 9.5 Anthony Davis rookie from the exact same year. Like drastically, I don't even want to scroll down, but drastically outsold the Anthony Davis. That's kind of surprising to me. And again, I'm not a big, huge fan of Anthony Davis, but I don't know. It's something to look at. That's a huge disparity. Again, the patch really matters. That's a really cool patch right there. But the Davis patch is really good too. 1992 Stadium Club Shaq. This is his best rookie card. One of them, right? His Topps Gold's a good one. The Upper Deck Black PSA 10 we saw was a good one. Card number 1. The Bean Team's good and the Bean Team members only. I own the Bean Team members only in a PSA 10. I do not own this regular Beam Team in a PSA 10 at the moment. My Shaq collection is dwindling, sadly. What is it doing? It's running. That's what it's doing. $2,250 in January, $3,500 in February, all the way up to $4,320 here in June. So the card's down 13.6% over the last year. Let's see where it got to. Oh my God. Somebody paid $16,000 for this card. So good day for somebody buying here at 4-for-1 discount right there. But you can see it's definitely, it was a extremely sharp rise to the top. It crescendoed, it climaxed, that's what she said, and then it came all the way down. Most recently selling last night for $43.20 in PWCC Weekly Auction number 74. We've got a base Kobe Chrome 10, does $44.40. Here's the next Jordan, and this is where it gets weird. This is the 1989 Kos Yugoslavia, card number 124, PSA 2. And you're like, PSA 2, that sucks. Yes, it does, but it's pop 2, and there's only 3 graded higher. That's how rare this card is. $4,440. We've got a gold vinyl. Durant does $45.60. Another LeBron Jambalaya. This one is a 4th-year LeBron Jambalaya, but in a better grade than the 2004 we saw earlier, which I think was an SGC 7 or something like that. This 9.5, really cool card, man. I know it's a retro, or it's not, the original, Jambalaya with the Jordan and the Duncan and the Kobe and all that stuff, but $4,680 for this LeBron. A Jordan BGS 8 does $49.20. LeBron patch autograph Fleer Hot Prospects number to 23 does $5,040. Another great Jamal Murray card. Really good looking Jamal Murray card. The gold Prism True Gold BGS 9.5 quad gem serial number to 10 does $5,280. Let Jamal Murray and Jokic somehow string together 3 straight and watch the value of that card go up. I don't care what the market does. $5,280 seems really cheap for one of the best Jamal Murray cards in the world. 2003 Bird limited logos PSA 8 does $52.80. We've got 2 Bookers that sell for the exact same price, both same exact card. His true RPA serial number 99, almost identical patches. This is 24 out of 99. This is 86 out of 99, so that shouldn't matter. PSA 8, BGS 8. The PSA 8 actually usually outsells. It's a pop 1, just 2 higher. The BGS 8 held its own, man. They sold for the exact same price. I wonder if that's the same buyer, just doubling up on bookers. PSA 10, Vince Carter Chrome Refractor. Great card, great picture with Vince's fingertips backwards over the square, as you can see, with the greatest, some of the greatest uniforms ever. Those original Toronto Raptors, cartoon dinosaur jerseys, those Barneys. 5,520 for that Vince refractor. I've got him somewhere. There he is. Pretty flat over the last 3 or 4, but over the last year down 26%. If we zoom out, of course, this card went for as much as $12,000, so you're buying it at about half price. Kobe Flawless Auto, 5880. Bill Russell, 5,7200. A Steph Curry Chrome Base, which were serial numbered that year, which is weird, right? I know, but don't forget it. 8,100 for that Steph, babyface Steph. One of my favorite cards in this auction, the 1997 Skybox Premium Nash Star Ruby, serial numbered to 50. One of the best parallels in all of 1990s basketball. This is a PSA 9, Pop 1, none higher, sells for $8,100. That's less than his PMG Red would sell for, I assure you of that. But should it be? I don't know. That is a topic of conversation and a discussion where I can solicit comments from 90s collectors. Serial number to 50, the Reds are serial numbered to 100, but really it's 90. The Rubies, PSA 9. If this is a PMG Red PSA 9, it would sell for $20,000 plus. That's just my personal opinion. That's my guess. We could probably look it up in Card Ladder and see. BGS 10 Kobe Prism Gold Pulsar number to 10, 8,400. Giannis, and Giannis. 3 big Giannis cards in a row, all in the $8,000 to $9,000 range. Let's look up these two. We're going to skip over the Immaculate Collection PSA 7. That's going to be tough to find comps for. But this 2013 orange serial number to 60's got 2 10s on it. And only a 9 for the surface. Nice NBA silver sticker there. The BGS 9 sells for $9,000. I've got Giannis pulled up. That's way down, folks. And I still need this card for my Giannis Prism Rookie Rainbow. It's just kind of defeating to know I'm never going to get the gold. I'm never going to get the blacks. So it's like you can't really put the true rainbow together. So it's like, what am I really chasing here? But there's a buy period here for Giannis, although it looks like we've kind of bottomed out here. It's more than the last one sold for by about $523. Down 53% over the last 6 months. I am so glad I almost bought this card for $26,000 at one point. The highest it's ever sold for was $48,000. I was really close to pulling the trigger for $26,000 right about here. And it was about right there. It was about almost a year ago. I had the opportunity to buy it for $26,000. Thank God I dodged that bullet. I was thinking to myself, well, it just sold for $48,000. Then it sold for $34,000. I'm buying it for about half price. It's got to be a good buy. We're near the floor. No, we're not near the floor. So that would have been awful. The Giannis jersey, 1010. Did I look that one up? I did. Flat as can be, right? Over the last 2 years, down 14%. Really not all that bad. Over the last year, it's actually up. The question is, would you rather this card or the orange? This is Pop 60. The orange is Pop 28. They sold for exactly the same price, 9 and 9. Which of these two Giannis cards would you rather have? That's a great question for the viewers. Which of these Giannis cards would you rather have? Are you the RPA guy with the PSA slab, or are you the chromium product parallel serial number to 60 in the BGS 9.5 slab with the NBA sticker? Interesting question. This was the serial number to 99 here. This is the serial number to 99 here. This one sells for $9,600. The BGS 8.5 outsells the PSA 7. No surprise there. PSA 8, the really nice sticker, sells for $10,200. Kobe Patch Auto Exquisite Noble Nameplates does $10,500. This one we got to look up because this is where you buy the card, not the grade. I love Rasho Nesterovic in the background here, but this Kobe just looks to me, it doesn't pop. It doesn't have great color. It is very green to me. Maybe I'm crazy. It's a PSA 9. It's his refractor. It's an old PSA label. $16,800. And let me show you what the issue is. By the way, we're going to go back and look at that Jordan in just a second because there was something I wanted to show you. But look, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is not what the card looks like, right? That does not look like that. It's a completely different card, and that is why it sold for so much less. The last sale was $18,600. This one is $16,800. That matters. That's $1,800. That matters, right? That's a big difference. I wanted to look this up and show you the power of the PWCC sticker. And this is just a 30% sticker. But I've got the Jordan PSA 8 pulled up. Not a rare card. Pop a zillion. We know this, right? There it is, right? Let's take this off. Here's what the card's done. Up 31% over the last month. And it's only because we're pulling off of this. But here's the deal. More than one sold last night. The one on PWCC sold for $10,200, and I'll give you this. That is a damn good looking PSA 8 right there. $10,200. Actually, I have a PSA 8 in one of these auctions. I don't even know if that might be mine. I have no idea. But this one sold for $10,000. I'd have to go look it up. I have not been paying attention, but I just keep putting 86 Fleer in these auctions, and I don't know which ones are mine. But $10,200 for this one with the PWCC A sticker. Watch this. Here you go. This is what I'm trying to show you. This is the PWCC A sticker. And again, whether it has A sticker or not, the card's an exceptional 8. When's the last time it sold for anything close to that? 76, 72, 75, 66, 62, 77, 67, 67, 66, 7,500, 6,600, 6,600, 6,000, 6,700, 6,700, 7,000, 6,800. You get the point, right? Let's kill this, right? Let's get these view sales off and let's go back and look. This was a huge sale here, people. That's a big sale. That is the highest it's sold. It's higher than that, right? Because last night it sold for over $10,000. When is the last time it sold for $10,000? When is the last time it sold for $10,000? We are all the way back in August of 2021 is the last time it sold for this number. So that's an interesting Jordan sale last night for this one right here. Let's click in and look a little bit closer. That's a really good looking 8, man. Even the back centering's pretty good. That's an exceptional card. Maybe somebody wanted the best 8 they could find. Maybe somebody thinks they can cross it to a 9. I don't know. Let's keep going. We've got Scottie Pippen right here. Wait, no, that's not Scottie Pippen. That's Bob Boozer. Another obscure 1989 Topps. Card number 89, Pop 3, PSA 10. Somebody's putting together the greatest 69 Topps set in the world. That is a fact. Somebody paid a used Honda Accord for the Bob Boozer 69 Topps Tall Boy, $19,200. The Henry Finkel, there is no question in my mind, no question that Mr. Finkel has children trapped in a van or some kids chained to the water heater in his basement. This is creepy. I don't care who you are. Again, my apologies to the Finkel family and Henry Finkel collectors all over the world, but this dude is creepy looking. Can we get him on our screen? He looks like a caricature. It doesn't even look like a real person. I'm deep into the Finkel here. Let's look at this. That sounded bad. Look at that card. I'm sorry. You get a little bit of a bulge down here, which is not okay. You've got the tiniest shorts. You can see the discoloration in his legs, and I'm not one to talk because I'm extremely pasty. His jersey's on backwards for reasons we've discussed before, and the look on his face is disturbing. There's just no way around it. It's just disturbing. The Finkel goes for $19,200. Did you ever think a Henry Finkel card would sell for $19,200? Right next to it, we got a Kobe 96 Finest Gold. I've got it pulled up. About on the number, $25,008. The last 2 years tell a terrible story, but this card's, again, down $5,000, so it's nothing to sneeze at, but about the same as the 2 comps before that, sort of, maybe, kind of, with the coating. The Jordan Exquisite Collection, original year, Exquisite 2003, serial number to 100, BGS 9.5 does $27,000. Not a terrible sale in comparison to the last 4, I guess. It's a little bit down, but look at the last 2 years. Somebody's into this for $180,000 freaking dollars. $180,000 is like a Ferrari, I think. I don't know. I've been told. $27,000 now. If you thought Jordan was immune from this market reset, you are wrong. He is not immune, and this card especially is not immune. Here we go. This is the top 3. Let me know if your ticket had Loy Peterson, Jim Davis, if that is a real person, and Bailey Howell, who is the happiest player maybe in the entire NBA in 1969. Look how happy Bailey is. Loy Peterson. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look up the highest selling Loy Peterson, Jim Davis, and Bailey Howell cards in the history of basketball cards. You ready? Loy Peterson, sorted by price, on card ladder. This is his 1969 card. The highest that it ever sold for was $154. Last night, it sells for $38,400. That's a BMW 3 Series. Next, we have a 1969 Topps Tall Boy. Jim Davis PSA 10. That was a pop 1, by the way. This is actually a pop 2. Okay, he's actually got a pretty decent looking form right there. Nice God hand, elbows a little bit out, a little bit flared, but hand underneath the ball, guide hand on the side, facing the side of the gym wall. Hopefully his release is clean. Jim Davis, center forward for the Atlanta, whatever they were called back then. $43,200 for that one. The highest Jim Davis 1969 tops before last night, $1,300. Same card. Somebody bought in 16, sold 7 years later, and made whatever that is, 30x. You guys can do the math. I'm from Louisiana. And then the big winner is, of course, Bailey Howell. He's wearing these weird-looking shorts. Look at the waistband on those shorts. Happy as hell. PWCC A sticker just to top things off, right, on this 1969 PSA 10 Pop 1. Sells for the half-century mark. $50,400. What's the highest selling Bailey Howell card before that? The 1969. It's the same card. It's a pop 1. It was the same person. I know it. Reveal yourself. Comment below. Out yourself on the Cajun Cardboard channel. Come on to my channel and let me speak to you. For God's sakes, whoever is out here selling these cards and making them, if you're the buyer or the seller, I want you on my channel. I've got to talk to you people because this is just too amazing. 3 weeks in a row, Vintage did this. Then they took a week off, and here they are again, and Vintage is back. So that's it. 3 Vintage PSA 10. Jordan, Kobe, Henry Finkel, the Kidnapper, Bob Boozer / Pippen, Kobe, Green Kobe, Kobe. So lots of Kobe up here at the top and lots of Vintage. Let me know what you guys think. Did anything stand out to you other than Henry Finkel's face and disturbing look on his face, or maybe how happy Bailey Howell was, or how tight some of these shorts are? What stood out to you as far as prices? Are you an investor? Are you a collector? Let me know what you saw that I didn't see that I need to know about. That's how we learn. That's how we grow in the hobby. Again, if I offended anybody who collects any of these cards, I surely didn't mean to. If you bought one of the cards that I think is green, I'm sorry, but it looked green to me. I just kind of call it like I see it. If you buy a monster, I call it. And if you buy a dud, then I call it. And again, it's not my money, so I may have no standing to make those professions. But I just try to do my best to call it like I see it, and let the viewers describe in the comments below if they agree or disagree. So anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. Again, remember, I am now affiliated with PWCC. I try to be one of the few content creators out there that is absolutely crystal clear transparent. I am going to try to get paid by sending people to buy and sell cards on these very weekly auctions. If you're interested, go watch my video. It comes out tonight explaining my affiliation and my partnership with PWCC and how I get paid. It doesn't take any money out of your pocket. I get a share of the PWCC portion of sales and purchases. I've got a promo code. It's Cajun, C-A-J-U-N. If you're going to sell cards on the PWCC weekly auction, premier auction, or fixed price marketplace, or even if you're just going to send cards to be in your vault, please use the promo code Cajun. It's no skin off your back. It's 5 keystrokes, C-A-J-U-N, all caps when you submit to PWCC. If you're already using PWCC, why not throw a Cajun promo code in there and make me a few bucks on the way? Help me support the channel. Help me continue to make great, consistent quality content on a not weekly, not bi-weekly, not monthly, a daily basis. Y'all are getting more than a video a day, and I'd like to keep it that way because I pride myself on being the most consistent content creator in the sports card hobby, or at least in basketball cards. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Hope you have a great week. It is Juneteenth. Hope you have a great week the rest of this week. Peace.